Patrick Cook here. Thanks for returning to the next session of our Mandelbulb 3D Tutorial Series. We are at a point where we can begin to edit our presentation using a video editor. Let me just kind of clean up our screen a bit. We're good on DJV, but I'm going to keep it loaded, put it down there in case we want to refer to it. Now, I am going to talk about and show you DaVinci Resolve. They are at version 18. And let me start by trying to express to you just how good this video editor is. It is very, very good when it comes to your video editing, sound editing, and also special or visual effects creation and editing. The software is stable. It's very robust. It is full-featured, and you can actually acquire it free. So on the website of blackmagicdesign.com, blackmagicdesign.com, you will find a really good overview of what DaVinci Resolve is. It is a professional video editing, all right, and it's got a lot of very good information about the application itself. Blackmagic Design has done an absolutely stellar job when it comes to documentation. It has a huge following of very, very talented people, and you can get an answer to almost every question very quickly. There are scores of YouTube tutorials and some very, very talented people that are teaching on YouTube DaVinci Resolve, okay? So it's got some amazing capabilities. Now I use DaVinci Resolve for other things other than my Mandelbulb animations. I've actually been using DaVinci Resolve for maybe 3.5, maybe 4 years by now. And and I come from other video editors. I've been doing video editing for for so long I can't even remember. And DaVinci Resolve, for me, is the only choice from here on in. I probably made that choice probably 6 months after beginning to use it. It's that good. All right? And it just goes on and on and on about the capabilities of this software. Now, I'm not proposing that you get into professional video editing software because you need to with this Mandelbulb animation. You don't need to go here. You really don't. You can put together your animation with even the simplest tools. But I think you're going to find that if you're willing to embrace a more powerful video editor, it will allow you to be able to move beyond a fairly simple animation project. You'll have your choice of handling your speed modifications, as we've talked about. You'll have better tools for handling a soundtrack. You'll have better tools to improve the coloring because DaVinci Resolve has color editing capabilities as well as audio capabilities. And if you really wanted to, you could actually use DaVinci Resolve's built-in visual effects capabilities to add to your presentation. All right, so this is why I'm going to tell you about DaVinci Resolve, and we're going to use this because I think you should get it, and you can also get it for free. All right, so let's take a look. Now, two versions. This is the free version right here. You can get it Mac and Windows or Linux. Now, obviously, your Mandelbulb3D software is in a Windows environment. It does not have a Mac, but you certainly can do all your animation subframe rendering in a Windows environment, pull it over into your Mac OS, all right, in that environment, and use DaVinci Resolve in a Mac environment. I am Windows, so I'm going to be showing you Windows. So this is the free version, and let me tell you something. It is really free. I have not once gotten any type of a nag pop-up saying, buy me now. They do not send me emails and hassle me over upgrading. I mean, it's truly free. It is truly free. And I'm getting all these updates, and they're not charging me anything. In the 3 years that I've been using DaVinci Resolve, I started using DaVinci Resolve in version 15. All right, and the other day I updated to 18.6, and I'm telling you, and I'll sign a contract to this effect. They have never once tried to charge me, and I have never once gotten a nag screen, not on screen, or an email trying to upgrade me. All right. Now, that's the free version. Now, I actually converted over to the studio version probably about a year ago. All right. Now, that is at the time, and I believe it is about $300. Let's find out. Let's go here. Right. Okay. Let's see. All right. They're not giving us. Right. Okay. You can actually get a 30-day trial. All right. I pay $2.99 for my. Oh, here it is. $2.95. Good. That's pretty good. They haven't even They haven't even ramped up the price in the year, maybe 14 months since I upgraded to the paid studio. Now the difference really is with the two. I have found that the studio actually gives you more capabilities that generally would be wanted by professional, almost full-time video editors. So everything that I'm going to show you is going to be doable with the free version. All right? So pick the version you want, pick the OS you want, operating system, fill this out, all right, and explain it, and then register and download. Now, don't be afraid to register because, as I just saying a minute ago, they do not nag you. They'll get you on a newsletter emailing list, but you probably won't see more than one email from them every 90 days. It's amazing. I think that the reason that Blackmagic Design is able to do this is they're actually a hardware company. They make some absolutely amazing hardware, cameras, video gear, control consoles, and that stuff isn't cheap. And I think that DaVinci Resolve is a product of a corporation that is doing well, and obviously Blackmagic Design does not feel the need to be trying to nickel and dime people on this particular software. And I think that they probably have amassed a wonderful and a very talented and a very large user base because they're so liberal on the pricing. The updates are not costing anything so far. In the 3 years that I've used it, I've never had to pay them anything other than buying the studio. There is no subscription. That $295, you pay them once and you're good to go for probably ever. No subscription. It's a really good company with a very solid product in terms of DaVinci Resolve, which is what we're interested here. Go get it. Now I will tell you that you gotta be careful and be sure to read up on the requirements of the software. It is a rather robust piece of software. You're going to probably need a decent computer for this, but that's okay because you need a decent computer too to work with the Mandelbulb 3D animation. If you're running a PC that might be older than 3 years, you're probably going to struggle with DaVinci Resolve, and you probably would struggle with Mandelbulb 3D as well. If you're working with a PC that does not have a GPU, all right, a graphic processing unit, DaVinci Resolve will work for you, but it's because it utilizes GPU for rendering, you're probably going to find that you're probably not going to be happy with the time it takes to render. So please read up on the PC recommendations before you get into DaVinci Resolve. And if your PC meets at least the minimum PC requirements, please by all means move forward with the DaVinci Resolve as your video editor for your Mandelbulb 3D animations. If your PC does not meet the minimum recommendations, follow along anyway, because you'll get a sense for the next few sessions are not about DaVinci Resolve. The next few sessions are about preparing your animation as a video that I happen to use DaVinci Resolve with to do. Okay? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and trust that you have downloaded and acquired and installed DaVinci Resolve or something similar. So on our next session, we're actually going to start up a DaVinci Resolve project, and we're going to begin to prepare our Mandelbulb 3D animation into a video. And I think you're going to want to come back and join me in that next session. So I'll see you there.